Hello everyone, happy November. I love November. It is my birthday month. It makes me so happy. I love that Halloween is over and we're moving on to Thanksgiving, which means Christmas is almost here. I love all of those things. The last 3 months of the year, they just feel like my time. I love it. We stay home a bit more because the weather is a bit more yucky. And I love being home. I love my house. I love organizing things. I love baking. I just love it. The last 3 months of the year, I don't know. There's just something so special about them, so magical. I love reflecting back on the year. I love thinking about the future year. It's just a great time overall. I'm so happy in these last few months of the year. Today I wanted to discuss real quick just a little communication technique that have worked for some of my clients. A lot of times when I work with couples, there are issues here or there around maybe like finances or budgeting or going out a lot or not going out enough or spending time together and quality time and date nights and stuff like that. Sometimes difference of parenting styles that need help working on. But what all the problems usually dwell down to is communication. Communication is so hard. And it's not just about talking. You can talk to somebody and talk to somebody and talk to somebody and somebody can talk to you. But if you're not listening, the communication is going to break down fairly quickly. So one of the tips that I have that have worked for some of my clients is to write it down. If you have something important to say and you really want your partner to be paying attention to it, writing it down is sometimes an easier way to go. Sometimes there are lots of distractions when you're trying to talk to someone, maybe their phone's buzzing or the TV's on, there's music playing, kids are in the background, somebody's knocking at the door, somebody's got to get up and get ready for work. There's so many things that can be happening in our day. And so the first thing is we really need to slow down. We have to take a minute, work together on just taking a few deep breaths and slowing down the time, just for a few minutes at least. But a lot of times, writing something down could help give it more importance. Whether you're sitting there actually handwriting it, or if you're typing it in text message form, or like a note on your phone, we can word things better when we write them down because you can think about it, you can go back and reread it, change some things up. So if you have something that you're trying to communicate to your partner and you feel like they're not hearing you, you should be writing it down. Go over it yourself, fine-tune it yourself, figure out what in the paragraph or whatever you wrote is working or not working. Maybe you went off on a tangent that doesn't really need to be there. Get it down to what the important thing is that you need your partner to know, and then give it to them. Give them the piece of paper, send them the text message, and say, "This is important. Please read this when you have the time." Then they can sit down and read it, or maybe read it before bed, or read it when they first wake up in the morning, or read it on a break at work. They can find the time to read it, and then they can think about your words, process what was written, and then they can respond back after thinking about how they need to or want to respond. So sometimes when we're talking to someone, we're not truly listening. We're thinking about what we are going to say to them as they are talking. So when you're given something that's written, you're reading that and you're able to go back and reread it. You can't go back and re-listen. So it's good to have it written down, especially when it's important. And maybe just making it clear to your partner that what you're trying to say is important will help them listen better as well. I hope that helps. Let me know if you need anything. Let me know if you have any questions.